Welcome to the great debate. How you feeling, guys? Yes. All right. I am your Jigsaw, your Hellraiser, your puppet master of ceremonies, but tonight I'll settle for host. I am Baron Vaughn. Welcome to the show. Make some more noise, please. Welcome to SYFY WIRE host The Great Debate. Now, I was a guest on this panel once before, but they leveled me up to a host, so I feel pretty good about that. Nobody? Okay, great. So this is going to be a fantastic, fun time. And let us know what you think while the show is going on. Please hashtag The Great Debate and hashtag NYCC19. Hit us up at SYFY WIRE. That's SYFY WIRE. And SYFY WIRE, as you might know, is where you go to find news, deep dive articles, videos, podcasts, everything you want to know about everything you love. So are you guys ready to meet the panelists for the show today? Fantastic. All right. So our first panelist, you might know him from the Nerd Poker D&D podcast and Mad Magazine. Please welcome to the stage, Dan Telfer. Keep it going till he gets to the end, everybody. From Ralph Breaks the Internet and co-host of Nerdificent, please welcome to the stage, Dani Fernandez. From My Brother and Me and The Adventure Zone, please welcome Travis McElroy. Comedian, author, and writer for Jesus and Mero, please welcome Josh Gondelman. You've seen her on Seth Meyers, and she's the star of her own upcoming talk show. Please welcome Amber Ruffin. He's a maker, author, host, and buster of myths. Welcome to the stage, Adam Savage. And there were 6. Now, here's how it's going to happen. I'm going to present a topic, and then I will present who will be debating said topic, and they're going to square off before it comes full circle. They'll each get time to make their case, argue their point, and then I'm going to open it up to the whole panel to share their thoughts. And at the end, you are going to decide which side of the debate wins by holding up your paddles. Let me see those paddles, everybody. Let me see those paddles. That's right. Green is the thumbs up, and of course, red is the thumbs down. I need you to hold those paddles up for every debater, for every vote. That's how we're going to determine.
To be clear, the thumbs up is good,
yes,
and the thumbs down is bad. Ooh.
That's right. Green means go, and red means bad. And then after the whole debate is over, we're going to open up to you guys to ask some questions. So get your gears a-running and figure out what you're going to ask, because then these panelists will settle what your question is once and for all. So we're going to start. You ready for this? Let's do it. Yes.
Yeah.
To get us warmed up before the hardcore debate starting, we're going to have a little icebreaker, just going to get in the place before they get in each other's face, get in the zone before they vie for the throne. This is a little subject called Hold Me Closer, Tiny Answers.
Oh, nice.
I was going to sing it, but I was told we couldn't afford it. Okay. So first, I'm going to start with Dan. Dan.
Baron.
That is my name. What superhero is most likely to bug you for a ride to the airport?
Well, this may be obvious for those of you who have seen the recent movie, but I gotta go with Spider-Man. His webs make it a bit of a problem, right? And there's often a big industrial area between where people live and the airport. And it really sucks. He's super annoying because he's young and he was probably partying the night before. So, he could use his powers to get to the airport, but, he's like, I'm 20. I'm just, irritating about everything. And, yeah.
And he lives in Queens. Technically, that's where the airport is, but youth.
That's the worst part!
But youth. Okay. Dani, what is the weirdest thing you would have in your utility belt?
I feel like a capsule of blood.
Do explain.
It's a Billy Bob Thornton's
because
blood?
that way, if when men tell me to smile, I can just bite into it. And for my youthful glow.
Wait, a
course.
capsule of real blood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Don't argue the logic.
You want me to
I need
swallow
real
fake blood?
blood.
That's even weirder.
Travis, as far as you're concerned, are pinky swears legally binding?
If not, Baron, I don't want to live in this world.
I heard
don't-
audible yeses from the audience.
I don't know who I can trust if not a pinky swear, because it is like the most binding and most embarrassing way to agree to something. Like, it's hard to be cool on pinky swear. Like, there's not a cool way to do it. So you're really letting your guard down and saying, hey, I mean this, or we would have like a big bold handshake. But a pinky swear is like, this is just you and me in this moment right now, touching pinkies.
And like the world government's gonna crumble any second
Yes.
now, so we need stuff
If we
like
don't have something we can put our faith in, Dan.
That's
We
true.
will rise from the ashes on pinky swears.
Yes.
You know, I'm actually
Some
making
norms cannot be violated.
I'm making a family coat of arms right now. I'm going to put the pinky swear up there. So
Yeah.
thank you for convincing me on that. Josh.
Yes.
Are there any advantages in life to having a nemesis?
Absolutely, there are advantages to having a nemesis. Motivation is the big one, right? What better motivation to do what you want, right? Second place is helping someone you love. First place is hurting someone you hate.
Yes.
And, right? Without Lex Luthor, Superman would just be a wicked jacked journalist.
With nothing to do. Superman doesn't have hobbies. What's he gonna do? Build model trains?
How much CrossFit have you been doing, Clark? Your
Okay.
forearms are huge.
Thank you very much, Josh, for saying wicked and letting us all know you're from Massachusetts. Amber.
Wow.
Amber, who do you plan on cosplaying as tomorrow at the con?
I have given this a lot of thought. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so see if you get what I'm going for. I'm going to be under a dome. The dome is a mirror, okay? Maybe it's just like mirrored tassels. Then like kind of outside, there's gonna be like Michael B. Jordan, like crouched and sad, like a little action figure of him. And then if you get inside the mirror, then I'll be standing there going like this. And I'll be Wakanda.
Fantastic.
For
And
a second, I thought what you were painting a picture of was a dome that was mirrored on the inside, so you could just look around it yourself.
I heard that. I want that for my home.
Well, Adam, I wanted to know, are you going to help Amber build that?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Fantastic.
I always travel with a toolkit. We can start on it right after the show.
I am not surprised by that. All right, let's get the game started. This first topic is for Amber and Adam. Oh, they high-fived. Okay, camaraderie right
May the
from the
best
start.
Amber win.
Okay. When we think of famous characters wearing famous clothes, it doesn't get much better than everyone's favorite archaeologist and deadliest spy in Britain. So we want to know, what's more iconic, Indiana Jones's hat or James Bond's tux?
I like how you said Bonzes.
You gotta, I went Jones's, I gotta go
It
with the
made
Bonzes.
it sound like you were Gollum. James Bonzes
Has to get my bonds.
I have been told I look like that every now and then. Okay, I'm gonna start with Amber. You have 60 seconds to make your case, and then everyone will weigh in.
Oh my
I
gosh,
didn't know we
thank
could
you
stand
so much. You know, I've given this a lot of thought in the last 2 seconds that you have said this. And I think what is most iconic is James Bond's tux. Oh, I also said Bond's. It's hard to say it any other way. Because, think about it. With his tux, he's dapper. You trust him. He's beautiful. Without his tux, he's just some old perv.
All right, you heard it from
and she rests her case.
Amber. Wear a tux, so you make a swerve
Okay.
to the perv. Okay, Adam.
I'm so glad you asked about this question. I've been thinking about it too. And the thing is, all sorts of people wear tuxes. And that's fine. Out in the world, you see someone in tux, you think they're having an interesting night. Whereas the fedora is so iconic because it belongs to Indiana Jones and Indiana Jones alone. And I know this because everybody else wearing a fedora is not helping the cause. In fact, I came across an article about how fedoras were ruining the world. And I was reading this with my fedora sitting on the desk next to me. And I was terrified for a second, and then it said in parentheses, by the way, Adam Savage from Mythbusters gets a pass here.
Yay!
I say the fedora.
Okay, anybody else on the panel have anything to add to that?
Oh yeah, that everyone else besides James Bond wearing a fedora is just an old perv.
Yes.
Well, also, like, if you take off Indiana Jones' hat, he's just a dude in khakis. So, like,
He might work at Best Buy.
yeah, exactly.
Although, without his hat, he's still got people to write stuff on his eyelids.
That's-
As the professor, he was still that sexy.
Here, okay, this. Oh, Danny, I want to let you finish before I jump in.
Oh, you are so polite.
Thank you.
Thank
It's kind of my whole
you.
deal.
Pandering.
No, please, Josh.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. If you're wearing a tuxedo.
That's enough time for now. I'm gonna. No, go ahead, Josh. Go
If
ahead.
you're wearing a tuxedo, someone might see you and go, "Oh, you look so nice. You look like James Bond." And if you're wearing an Indiana Jones hat, they might go, "Oh, you look like Dick."
I would also say that, like, if James Bond, like, tried to walk into, like, a Monte Carlo casino in, like, you know, like, cargo shorts and, like, a Tommy Bahama shirt, they'd be like, "You're not allowed in here." And he'd be like, "Oh, no, I can't do my job now."
I actually have a license to kill, and they're like, "Nah, sorry." No
You
Crocs.
also have a fanny pack. Get out of here.
I'm gonna have to open up to votes now. Fantastic points were made, but I'm gonna have to go to the audience for this one. Who is with Amber? Let me see those paddles, everybody. Let me see those paddles.
Oh, you're going down.
Okay,
I
okay.
think so.
And who is with Adam?
You
No doubt
can't
about
be
it.
with
Wow.
both.
That round goes to Adam Savage.
What does the Electoral College say, though?
Hold on.
Yes, but to be fair, Amber took California.
Hold
so
on. I actually want to point out that I came in here
Great.
and I just had this really big disconnect because my mom is in the audience tonight.
Okay.
Yes. And actually, could you bring the lights up? Mom, will you stand up? So there's my mom. She turned 85 yesterday. I know. But here's the thing is I walked out on stage and I thought, oh, they sat my mom in the front row. Could you stand up? Because I thought for a second that was my mom.
She was doing amazing mom's play.
Exactly.
All right, one more time for Adam's mom, everybody.
Yeah! If
Sorry
you
for the
don't vote
interruption.
Adam,
Thank you
let
for
her
bringing
down.
him into this world. I'm going to move on to the next topic now. You guys are ready for that? This is going to be between Danny and Dan.
Yes.
Now, there have never been more superhero TV shows on television than there are today, but as we all know, the history of TV has been dominated by sitcom characters. So, like, what if they had powers? What sitcom character should have superpowers, and how would it affect the show? Yeah. I'm going to start with Danny on this.
Me? Okay. I feel like I'm gonna sit here because it's a power move.
A superpower move.
It's a superpower move. Who I pick? I would give superpowers to Creed from The Office. I mean, look, like, what are his powers? I don't know. It's a mystery, just like him. You know, like, he could probably freeze time and we could all have an orgy, or he could make it rain spaghetti. I don't know. He's weird. He's weird. He's a hippie. He's homeless. But he's also sex positive. I feel like he's a bi icon. Has he slept with your mom and your dad? Maybe. I'm not saying he has, but he probably has.
You went full Babadook with Creed. That's great.
Yeah. But also he's weird. Like, you don't want to give it to like a boring character. You want to give it to the old dude that smells like corn chips. You know, we just don't know how the world's gonna be, and it's 2019. It's going to chaos. So we might as well give it to the most chaotic man at the office. So that was my power move.
Okay. Dan.
Baron, permission to approach the audience like Amber did at the top of the show.
Permission sort of granted.
Folks, Unbreakable? They're alive, damn it. It's a miracle. I say we get one more season of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, where we reveal, in a flashback, that in a corner of the bunker, she found a piece of a meteorite that made her actually unbreakable. Okay? We reveal that Titus Andromedon, as we always suspected, was a cosmic sentinel who tells her about the powers that she has been gifted. Okay? And then she gets shot into the sun by NASA, where she observes the intense gravity and chemicals that no human could survive otherwise. And she comes back and describes it to us in her quirky way with weird words that don't make sense.
That's beautiful.
All
For
right.
a simple country lawyer such as yourself.
Yeah, go ahead. Rest of the panel, chime on in. Oh, you were just talking, and I was like, go ahead, continue.
I was sitting here thinking about characters that absolutely should not get superpowers.
Oh, yeah?
Good.
Because I'm opposite, dude. And right away I considered Chandler Bing under no circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm actually just gonna say any of the Friends characters don't deserve it.
I
No,
don't.
wrong. I want Phoebe to have a
Okay,
superpower.
yes, okay, that's the one exception. Yes,
She could save us.
yes.
I kind of feel like if Newman from Seinfeld got superpowers, every day would just be like the end of Ghostbusters.
I think I would maybe give powers to Leslie Knope. I think she might be the only person to
Oh, yeah.
wield them response. I trust Leslie Knope more than any real human being.
Oh my God, I wish she was president right now
I
so bad all of a
know.
sudden.
That's how I feel about any black mother on any sitcom. If they had, if the sitcom would start, a little bit of chaos would ensue. The black lady has superpowers. Everything is fixed. Everything is immediately taken care of.
Dan, I respect your choice, but I don't want to give superpowers to she's like a morning person. And to me, they're terrifying.
That's why you shoot her into the sun.
My goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to have to turn it over to the audience on this one right now. Made a lot of good points again. But who is with Dani on this? Let me see those paddles. Let me see those paddles.
Oh, no, I lost.
Okay,
Pretty,
and who?
no, you did pretty good.
Let me see those paddles again. One more time. Yeah, that's what I thought. And who's with Dan on this? Oh,
Ooh.
that is not what I thought. Okay, this one goes to Dan Telfer, everybody. Dan Telfer.
Thank you very much.
The literal, unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Okay, the next one goes to Josh and Travis. Gentlemanly handshake, I appreciate
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry. Wait. Yeah, there you go.
Godly pinky swear, I appreciate it. This year was Batman's 80th birthday. As we all know, Batman immortalized by George Clooney. And pretty much that whole time, he's been pretty hard to get a hold of. The man has his own giant light in the sky. So, bat signal, awesome or absurd? I'm going to start with Josh on this.
The bat signal.
Welcome to Josh's TED Talk.
A Josh talk. A Josh
Imagine
talk.
me giving a real TED Talk and it's just a bat signal behind me.
Actually, I can totally
People are
imagine
just
that.
like, this guy's lost it. What's not to like about the bat signal? Classic, iconic silhouette, clean lines. No noise pollution like the sirens that summon actual first responders. You know if you're out to dinner with Batman, he's not checking his phone for work texts, he's looking up at the sky, full of wonder and hope. Also, I bet all the criminals of Gotham, when they're doing crimes, they're like, we're probably gonna get the regular dumb Gotham City police. And then they see the bat signal and they're like, shit, Batman! And Ben Affleck has been Batman for a while, and the bat signal absolutely beats the way you would summon real life Ben Affleck, which is with a silhouette of his children's nanny into the sky. So. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you friends with him? Is he your favorite Batman?
Yes!
Grow up.
Oh my God, we got to see Josh
That might
angry.
negatively affect
All right.
your...
Now,
That the bat signal is cool in theory, except for when Bruce Wayne is inside. Like, is he just standing by the window all the time? Like, no. Huh? No, I thought I saw. No, it's just a new movie is opening downtown. I thought that. And like, meanwhile, his phone is like ringing off the hook as Commissioner Gordon's like calling him. It's just like, huh? No, it is just a really clear night. It's a clear, I can't. They might need, should I just go? Should I just go? Alfred, should I go? Is that desperate? Does that make me look desperate if I just go? I just miss them so much, Alfred. I'm just saying, like, in reality, he has so many technological devices at his beck and call, and the thing that summons him is a flashlight. I just feel like there are better options. They could send a carrier pigeon and it would be more effective. I don't understand why he said, I'm gonna give you a big light. And they're like, we have your phone number. No, just turn on the big light. Can we just, like, I don't know, we'll mail you if the Joker's gonna do it. Just, no, you can IM me, but you can IM me or put on the bed seals, one of those two.
Are you guys on Bats app? That's what's up for Batman.
Bats app. Rest of the panel, what do you have to say about it?
I mean, I'm a big fan of science.
Oh.
So let's talk about
Whoa! All right, Dan.
Hey, this is science
I'm gonna
fiction.
take your side.
Okay, wait, yeah.
You
no,
bastard.
go with that. No, go with me.
Dan coming out against God's will.
That does explain why Commissioner Gordon just prays for Batman.
Whatever I say will not be as funny as that derailment. But no, they can hear well. They can't see anything. We need a bat rap air horn.
Yeah.
Oh, like bat sonar.
Yeah. So he just, and then he comes.
Sorry, I have to go DJ a set downtown.
Yeah. Batman's got to go vape.
Batman definitely vapes.
I just think it's weird that we trust a billionaire. Like, it's like Jeff Bezos dressing up in rubber and like
Right?
beating up homeless people. That's
He-
basically what he does.
He probably does that. And then he pays the Washington Post to not write about it.
Hey, that's the paper of record. Okay.
Democracy dies in darkness, and that's where Batman does his best work.
Hey, my goodness. My goodness. Well, now I'm going to have to turn it over to the audience on this. So, bad signal, awesome or absurd. Who is with Josh on this? Let me see those paddles.
Doesn't look good for me.
And who is with Travis on this?
Yay!
I'm going to have to give it to Travis.
Fine, but
Travis,
we're telling
fantastic
Batman.
act out. Or a bat out on that one. Thank you, Josh. Only Josh. All right, the next topic right now is going to be for the entire panel.
Amazing.
You are part of that, Amber. That is
entire
true.
panel?
So this is for everyone. This is Red Redemption.
Oh, right.
Who is the awesomest ginger character? Someone in the audience is pointing to herself. Okay, so each of you have a pouch on your chair with an envelope.
Mine says Josh on it. Is that bad?
Yes,
Here, you wanna trade?
you should switch with Josh if it says
I'm like
that.
I don't even have any hair. I'm not
Well,
the
don't
best
open them.
ginger.
Don't open them just yet. Don't open them just yet. Hold on.
Is this your first time?
Yes. I'm going to start with Dan. I want you to open it and then show it to the audience and read it out loud. Who is
Jean
it?
Grey, ladies
Jean
and
Grey.
gentlemen.
Okay, Danny.
I got Jessica Rabbit.
Travis.
I got Miss Amelia Pond.
Josh.
Yosemite Sam.
Amber.
I got a character from a thing that I know a lot about. Ron Weasley.
Uh-oh.
I
And
lied.
Seriously feel like that should have been mine.
Well, who did you get,
This
Adam?
is exactly what I looked like at that age.
Really?
It's okay, I turned out okay.
Okay, let me see what you got, though.
I am objectively the best one. Dana Scully!
Dana Scully. All right, I'm going to start with Dan, and we're going to come back down. So, Dan, make your case.
This is real easy. She is so powerful, they had to nerf her by merging her with a cosmic entity that made her bad sometimes. She could do anything just with her mind. That's as good as it possibly gets. And first of all, thank you for putting the Famke Janssen Jean Grey up there. She is amazing. I like her. She's a very good Bond villain / lady. I don't know if you guys knew that. But yeah, she's fantastic. She can crush people with a building just by winking. What more could you ask for?
Okay, Danny.
Jessica, I mean, one, she is a person that sleeps with a rabbit that everyone is just okay with. Like, Jessica Rabbit walked so that furries can run.
Wait, was Rabbit just her last name?
Yeah.
What a weird coincidence.
Wait, have you not seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I have, but not for years.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Also,
There's a
her,
rabbit in it, Josh. I hate to ruin it for you, but
also, like, her body body. I mean, thick thighs save lives. She's saved many. Thank you. And she uses her sexuality to get what she wants. I mean, she's a feminist icon.
Fantastic. Okay, Travis.
So here's the thing about Amy Pond. One, emotional. Oh, the storyline with the Raggedy Man, and you get, at her wedding, that scene is still one of my favorites where she does the something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Oh, it gets me. But also, she was in a throuple, and that seemed to be going pretty well for them, right? Right, she dated 2 dudes, and that was fine. She had some kind of weird baby that went on to be a thing. And she's a character that basically for like 2 seasons of Doctor Who was more interesting than the Doctor. I'm just saying, she's the only companion to basically say, okay, but how about if it was about me?
Okay, Josh.
Also, Karen Gillan. Go on.
Now, I know you guys don't need to hear me say why Yosemite Sam is the best redhead. I know he has the personality of every Trump supporter interviewed in a New York Times article.
Did you guys use somebody in a Yosemite Sam costume as the photo? You couldn't find
they couldn't
a drawing of Yosemite Sam?
The real Yosemite Sam is incredibly litigious.
It was affordable. It was very affordable.
Look, Yosemite Sam, he has 2 guns, never hits anyone with them, which makes him both a responsible gun owner and, because he specifically never harms Bunny or the very annoying Rooster, he's a vegan legend. So let's take that into account.
All righty, Amber.
Ronald Weasley.
Yes, take this thing.
What can I say about Ronald Weasley that I know? Well, he is a student at Hogwarts. Hogwarts is a place that Harry Potter goes. Now, Ronald Weasley is known for his red hair. I'm pretty sure he's like a coward. Right? No, he's
the
not.
The room is turning.
Why, I was testing you. You're right. Now, the brave Ronald Weasley is a genius. Why? Because he's not a genius. What I'm saying is Ronald Weasley has heart. Yeah! The thing I love most about Ronald Weasley is the fact that he has more heart than Jean Grey, Amy Pond, Yosemite Sam, Dana Scully, and Jessica Rabbit combined. I rest my case.
Someone was so mad at Amber that she put up the thumbs up and turned it upside down instead of just showing the thumbs down.
Amber, you sound like every book report I've ever given in my life.
Oh, man. Fantastic. Adam.
Well, you might expect, and you'd be right, I'm not really a sports guy, but I know a softball when I see one.
Boom!
Because Dana Scully is really objectively the best redhead in this list. Television is not known for its depiction of emotionally stable people. And like, just scratch the surface of any sitcom, and like, all those people are insane, and they would be terrible friends and terrible people to have in your lives.
Especially the friends.
Exactly. But she depicts somebody who exists in this wonderful dichotomy of a person of deep, abiding faith, which is lovely, and it gives her a lot of succor, and it's part of her family, and yet that does not inhibit in one iota her ability to critically think and assess the science behind the weird that's happening right in front of her. She's willing to take it as it comes and not let her faith interrupt her scientific thinking. This is the kind of person that will get us out of this show we're in right now. It's Dana Scully.
Wow, I'm so on board. If you are starting a religion, I'm there. Okay, anybody else have anything to say about anything else?
I don't want to start rumors, but I don't even know if Dana is a real redhead.
Oh.
Like,
To be fair, Jessica Rabbit isn't real.
Yosemite Sam, however.
She can't help it. She was just drawn that way.
That's right.
Tell us more about Yosemite
Wow, there's a
Sam.
huge...
Where did he go to college?
There's a Yosemite...
Wow, very
Sam
elitist,
fan.
coastal elite thing to say. Where did he go to
I'm
college?
from Cincinnati.
I know.
His real
But
name
you come
is
to-
Yosemite Samuel.
His real name is Yosemite Twain.
She said, tell us more about Yosemite.
Yeah, she's a Yosemite stan. Do you have anything more to say about Yosemite Sam?
Do I have anything more to say about Yosemite Sam? I feel like his mustache speaks for itself.
If anyone has any questions about Ronald Weasley, just talk to me afterwards.
Where did he go to college?
I know it.
Why is Yosemite Sam's mustache also his lips?
Yes. And his eye circles, whatever's around his, it's all just one, it's like a mask he's wearing.
He's got hairy sockets.
His face...
Oh, he's got a bad case of hairy sockets.
Having worked for decades with a giant mustache,
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that when they get to a certain size, they become like a
Fair.
separate organ. Jamie Heineman uses his mustache to sweep sesame
Yes.
seeds from burger buns into his mouth while he's eating a
It
burger.
is like a symbiote. It is like that. It's
Yeah.
taking over his face.
Well, I really appreciate
Enjoy
that.
that
Zambia.
thought
I
experiment,
really appreciate that
everybody.
face Roomba image, but I'm going to go to the audience now on who you want to vote for. So let me see those paddles for Dan Telfer.
oh wow.
Got a couple.
All right.
Thank you for some pity. You can vote more than once. Nobody's checking.
I'm
And-
checking.
I
No.
will.
Yes, and don't forget, you can hold your panels up every single time. Just hold up the green side for what you want.
We
If
all
you want
know
to show red, show some red, y'all. Okay, we can take it.
I can't.
Now, how about Dani Fernandez?
Jessica Rabbit, actually.
You're going by Jessica Rabbit now?
I'm talking about your argument, the
You
argument that you made.
cannot like me personally.
Oh, okay.
But don't take it out on Jessica. Okay. Okay, how about Travis and his argument for Amy Pond?
Yes. Yes, thank you.
Okay. How about Josh and his heartfelt, well thought out Yosemite Sam?
Wow.
Okay.
That's, wow.
All right.
Not bad.
How
Better than
about-
I did in my real argument.
How about Amber Ruffin and her college essay on Ron Weasley?
What Ronald
impressive
Weasley
amount of-
means to me.
You're accepted to MIT. And how about Adam and his passionate argument for Dana Scully? I think we have a winner with Adam Savage and Dana Scully.
Dana Scully!
But who got second?
And go ahead and take who got second. I don't know. Nobody's counting. No, you did. You did, Travis. Is that what you're trying to figure out? All right, take those things off your necks, everybody. You can keep it, but just not right now. No, take it off.
This just looks. Wearing this just looks like I really have to cosplay costume. Just like,
Who are you supposed to be?
It looks like you're standing in until Yosemite Sam shows up for the panel.
goodness.
I'm Yosemite Sam. We're the same height. So.
Guys, I'm going to move on. I'm going to
Music
move
to check
on
light.
to the next topic. Okay? This is going to be a three-way debate. So glad I said the word debate after that. And this is for Adam, Dani, and Josh. It is the 40th anniversary of Alien. Terminator's coming back with Sarah Connor. And we just saw some kick-ass women steal the thunder in Mad Max. I'm saying it so slowly. So if you needed help surviving aliens, robot assassins, or dystopian thugs, also known as dystopians, who is the best bodyguard? Ellen Ripley, Sarah Connor, or Imperator Furiosa? I'm going to start with Mr. Adam Savage. Let it out.
This is really tough. These three badass are very close to each other, but I gotta go with Ellen Ripley. She keeps her head when literally all about her are losing theirs. She is the only one besides the robot to continue to understand her job and all of its implications throughout the movies. And she wins. She beats the aliens. Even when they kill her, she comes back and kills them again. She's got the longest franchise of killing her enemies of anybody here yet. I guess Sarah Connor's just about to get up there.
Okay,
Ellen Ripley.
Ellen Ripley. And now Dani Fernandez.
I'm gonna come up for this one. Sarah Connor, y'all, Sarah Connor. One, I know 100% that she slept with the Terminator. I mean, I wrote it in my fan fiction, but also, I mean, she was banging robots before all of us, so a pioneer. Okay, she slept with a man from the future. You know men get more progressive and woke as the years go on. She went out of her way to find an unproblematic fave. All right, she also is the only one out of these that's like actually prevented the apocalypse. Furiosa let it happen.
What?
Blame the victim.
Whoa, wait.
She was the president.
Let her
Let me
finish. Let her
finish.
finish.
And Ellen, like Ellen Ripley, she left. I mean, she left Earth. Like, if I can't leave the country because of my student loans, like, she shouldn't be allowed to leave the apocalypse either. So, Sarah Connor. Also, those guns. Come on, she has real guns and, like, guns.
Okay, Dani
Sarah Connor.
Fernandez on Sarah Connor. And now, Josh Gondelman. Put that Stella down.
You can be a bad with the name Ellen Ripley or Sarah Connor, but when your name is Furiosa, you are destined to be a bad. You know nothing but badassery. She is the only one of the people here actively taking on the climate apocalypse that is coming for all of us in 10 to 12 years. That's right. She has a mechanical arm, so she's actually half Terminator, or like 20% Terminator. Yeah, I consider myself half arms. And she's at the end of the film, she murders Imogen Joe, which means she was a one-woman. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil. She's a one-woman Fury Road Me Too movement. Taking down the Harvey Weinstein of Fury Road. And yes, would the Donald Trump of Fury Road be a more apt comparison? Yes, but I'm not legally allowed to say that.
Okay, Josh Gondelman. Okay, I'm gonna have to have the panel chime in just a little bit.
I would say Ellen Ripley, especially if you are either a cat or a child. If you are a cat or a child, Ellen Ripley will not leave you behind, even though for at least the cat probably should. Probably should, because the cat kind of acts like a piece of Maybe leave the cat behind and save yourself a human being. Listen, I love cats. I do. I love my cat. But if there was a xenomorph in my house, I wouldn't be like, oh, the cat. Gotta go get the cat. You know what? I'm gonna say Sarah Connor.
I want to back up. Can we rewind? Wait, what? How did Furiosa sleep through the apocalypse and it was her fault? What happened?
Have you not read my prequel fan fiction?
Oh my God!
Well, look, I'm gonna have to turn it over to the audience now to vote. But good points made, of course, all around. So who is with Adam Savage here? You see the panels. Don't forget you can put up put a panel every time. Okay, who is with Dani Fernandez here? Okay, and who is with Josh Gondelman here? Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm gonna have to see the voters for Dani Fernandez one more time, please. And now Josh Gondelman. Adam, you're totally out. I think it might be Josh Gondelman by a hair.
By a hair.
Second.
Thank you for clarifying.
I probably didn't need to say it. Now I see that. Yes.
And now this one is for Travis, Amber, and Dan. Amber's very excited. There's a ton of long-running nerdy shows that we love, obviously, but that doesn't mean there haven't been some pretty bad episodes. So who nails it at the highest rate? Which genre TV show has the highest batting average? 45 seconds. I'm going to start with Travis.
Hi, friends. I would like to tell you a little story about two brothers following up on the family business. There are, as of right now, 308 episodes of Supernatural. And I watched all of them in less than 2 months. On an average of, I you not, 6.5 episodes a day.
Wow.
Of those 308 episodes, there are 2 bad ones. They are the bug episode and racist haunted truck. Other than that, pretty good. You have a Scooby-Doo crossover episode. Yes, that's right, a Scooby-Doo crossover episode. You have an episode where Dean becomes a dog. You have an episode where they get trapped in TV shows. This is an amazing television show. Are all of them great? No. Are all of them watchable? Except for Racist Truck and Bug episode? Yes. That's not bad. That's not a bad okay rate. A lot of them are bunts. Admittedly, a lot of them are bunts. That's fine. That's a sports thing. Sorry. A lot of them are, I don't know, a 12 on a 20-sided die. Is that better? You get that. Okay, cool. They're not all great. They're not all
Travis,
great.
I'm gonna have to call time on you.
In conclusion, Supernatural. Thank you.
I love that.
Incredible D20 pander.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Amber.
Friends,
You're the only Amber.
have you ever been a 40-year-old woman? Married, bored, probably like in the Midwest, and looking for something you can relate to? Well, then look no further than Grey's Anatomy. Now, a lot of people are gonna say Grey's Anatomy isn't science fiction. How about this? Grey's Anatomy is science, period, fiction, period. On no other show will you cry as hard or as bad as I did when that icicle fell out of the sky and almost killed Sandra. Oh God. Nor will you, oh my God, cry so bad like when friggin' Meredith lost the baby while she was operating on that guy while a guy was holding a gun to her head, talking about operating on this guy. Then she's like, I lost the baby, he hit me a scalpel. What? It happened. It happened. So these are the times. Now that sounded bad, and I see that now. But watching it, it was beautiful. So, hey, you didn't hear the end. It's a good show if you're like a mom or an older woman who is bored.
Amber Ruffin.
Roses.
Strong case for science period, fiction period, Grey's Anatomy. And now,
Two
to
men
Dan.
in the back were just going like this the entire time.
One for Grey and one for Anatomy. Dan, is up to you.
Baron,
Yes.
permission to heighten the Southern lawyer comment.
Go ahead.
And fan myself with my paddle.
Go ahead. Fan yourself.
Folks! I know Travis is very popular. I know as soon as he started talking about his show, people started cheering.
I'm
So-
also a threat.
Well, I can start with you, Amber. Killing Eve, far more superior Sandra Oh show. All right?
No, it is not.
But Travis, I am attacking you where you live, and the show that I am arguing for is Critical Role. A show where a bunch
That's
of
not a
nerdy-ass
show.
voice
Yeah, I don't
actors
think that's a
play
show.
Dungeons and Dragons. Now I know! The producers told me that's not a real show, Dan. They said, you should talk about Alf the Animated Series, that other show that you know the theme song to. And I said, no! It's very good. But I want to talk about Critical Role because it is on an app, it is on Twitch, live streaming, and that's on my TV. Who has even had cable in 6 years? It's a lie.
Old women.
I watched this on my TV. All right, and it's beautiful. It's introduced Dungeons and Dragons to everyone. It is the tide that has raised the boats. Oh, come on! My D&D podcast came before you and Critical Role, even if it is the 9th most popular D&D podcast. Don't give me that crap. Critical Role, extremely popular. It's got reality show. You see real people cry when real sincere things happen. And sure, Supernatural has lasted over 300 hours. Critical Role, in only 5 years, has had over 600 100 hours broadcast live. That's like if Cheers had only lasted half as long and people had somehow made 40 seasons of it and they started dying of alcohol poisoning and then they were magically resurrected. Okay? And it was going so well. There was nothing wrong with it. And one of the actors who was great at singing, he was in Les Mis on Broadway, decided to change his singing character to a little goblin girl with a screechy voice. Just to see if he could fail. Are you still talking about Cheers? Just to see if he could fail. That is like if on season 4 of Friends, Chandler Bing had just been told, oh, you're not Chandler Bing anymore. You're a tap dancing frog named Karen. In conclusion, I know Travis is probably going to win, so here's a free 20-sided dice for somebody in the front row. Thank you very much.
Dan Telfer, Critical Role, thank you for on cable on a stage that Sci-Fi paid for.
He couldn't even.
Dude, everybody's going to watch this on YouTube. This isn't even going to make it on the channel.
Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone.
Are you calling this the Creative Arts Emmys of panel shows?
Oh,
Incredible
wow.
insight.
I'm actually,
I love it.
Everybody, I'm gonna go straight to the audience votes on this one. Okay. And also, you can start lining up at the mics if you would like to ask the panel a question, a debate question for the panel. Okay, a couple people. In the meantime, who is with Travis on the show Supernatural? Let me see those panels. That's a lot. Who is with Amber Ruffin on Grey's Anatomy? Wow.
These people are the people who are my friends.
And who is with Dan Telfer on Critical Role? Oh goodness!
Wow.
Let me see the Supernatural Travis fans one more time.
Yes.
Okay, that's very clear. Okay, that one goes to Travis. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
On behalf of Supernatural, I accept this award.
There were
Okay.
a lot of Massachusetts Cheers earlier. I think they voted against Dan because of the Cheers slander.
Well, sometimes
I'm Team Diane, that's all I'm missing.
Well, actually, while we have people lining up, I want to let everybody kind of give some plugs real quick. So, Dan, what do you want people to know about you? Where can they find you?
I do stand-up comedy. I'm based out of Los Angeles. I would love if people did listen to my podcast, Nerd Poker. That would be pretty cool. I'm the Dungeon Master on there. And, yeah, I'll be in the Pacific Northwest soon. That's fun. I write
Just
articles.
walking around.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm a Sasquatch. I don't know if you knew that about me. I'm very tall. Yeah, and I write articles for D&D Beyond. So, yeah.
All right, Dani.
Oh, yes, Sunday I am hosting a panel with some of the original Disney princesses, which is super dope. Jodie Benson, Paige O'Hare, please come out Sunday. And then also listen to my podcast, Nerdificent. It's on iHeartRadio. Yeah.
Travis.
I have a panel tomorrow evening at, I believe, 8 o'clock. And it's called Next Gen Nerds, and it's talking about influencing and raising the next generation of nerds and nerdly consumers and how we can be better and, make sure that the content is better and that kind of thing. So that's going to be super fun. You should all come to that.
Okay.
Oh, also, I do a podcast called The Adventure Zone that apparently isn't as good as Critical Role. That's what I heard.
Hold on. You're gonna have to save that.
Was backstage quoting his own podcast back to him.
You're gonna have to save that for backstage when I can tape it.
Great debate too.
I can tape it and put it on World Star. Josh.
Hi, I have a collection of essays out now called Nice Try, Stories of Best Intentions and Mixed Results. Yeah, one cheer, thank you. A stand-up album out called Dancing on a Weeknight that came out earlier this year, and watch Jesus and Mero on Showtime.
Yeah.
Amber.
He is in charge of Jesus and Mero. He is in charge of the friggin' writers' room. He's the best. You should watch Late Night with Seth Meyers. You should watch Drunk History. You should. Like a year from now, I'm gonna have my own show on a thing that doesn't exist yet. Called Peacock, which is NBC's foray into the streaming area.
I look forward to the merch.
So, yeah.
It's just going to say we exist now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peacock, we exist now.
Thank you for coining their catchphrase. Adam.
You can catch my show Savage Builds on the Discovery Channel and their app, Discovery Go. We built a suit of Iron Man armor and put laser tag on Peter Jackson's airplanes. I wrote a book earlier this year. I can't remember the title right now. Every tool is a hammer. It's a little autobiographical. I have a podcast. It's still untitled. That's the actual title. And you can catch all the stuff that I build on tested.com and future shows in which I will blow stuff up.
Woo!
Fantastic. That's right. We have a fantastic panel, and that's why it is time for you to now ask a debate question. What's your name?
My name's Aaliyah. I'm from Queens. So my question is, who do you guys think has the best story arc, character arc in Game of Thrones, including the final season?
Ghost
That's an excellent
the
bit of
wolf.
vocal fry there.
It's the wolf. The dire wolf does. Because I like wolves. I didn't watch the rest of the show. I only watched the first
It
4
was
seasons.
Arya. It was definitely Arya's
Yeah,
stuff.
it's totally
Didn't
Arya.
it?
Arya, yeah.
Okay. I think they're right.
I feel like the throne stayed on top the whole time.
That is true.
I don't know.
It's his or her or their game, so.
Oh, you're talking about the throne?
Yeah.
So, okay, so it seems like it's a split between Arya Stark and the actual literal throne.
I appreciate that you were sensitive to the gender pronoun the throne prefers.
Yes. But did not say it.
It's true. It is just an object.
Whoa! Whoa, Josh! Whoa!
Sorry for throne-splaining.
Oh, I'm so happy that it got weird. I hope you got an answer. All right. Yourself, sir, over there. What's your name?
My name is Matt from New Jersey.
And what is your question?
I want to know, what does the panel think? Who does the panel think is the most relatable and sympathetic Star Wars villain?
Oh, you know, for me, it's Darth Vader, right? Because, like, his, he's not very good at his job. More or less throughout, he just has, like, the one job, stop the rebels. He doesn't do it. And so he's just kind of a deadbeat dad. He's not good at his job, didn't even know he had kids. And then he kind of comes around at the end and dies. And isn't that all of our lives, really, when you think about it?
I got to go with Salacious Crumb on that one.
He's a villain?
He's a failed
I thought he was a
comedian, but he doesn't turn
cartoonist.
into like the Joker. He's just like eating robot eyeballs.
All my sisters call me Salacious Crumb.
I was him for Halloween in 1983. That's.
Back before it was cool.
Oh man, no, it was very cool that year. There must have been at least 2 other Salacious Crumbs.
In the world.
Was Jedi in theaters at the
It
time?
was exactly, yes.
I'm gonna go with Kylo Ren, the only Star Wars villain who can correctly rank all the best Death Cab for Cutie albums.
You got a thumbs up on that one. Okay. Next question. What's your name?
Mallory from Indiana.
All right, Mallory from Indiana. What's your question?
Who would you rather, who is a better crime-solving team, Darkwing Duck or Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
Damn.
Ooh.
Some deep cuts happening here.
Fantastic theme songs, both.
Okay.
Strong feelings.
I would argue, and perhaps this is semantics, I would say that Darkwing Duck is a better crime-fighting team, and Chippendale's a better crime-solving team, because I would not want Chippendale to actual chipmunks to fight crime. They should let full-size people do that.
Or one duck.
Now, wait,
One duck.
Wait. Danny is actual Disney canon. What do you think, Dan?
Well, I just love their commitment that they both, like, they're so into fighting crime that they don't even have time to put their pants on.
Yeah.
They're into it. They just bolt out the door. But I gotta go, I'm a Rescue Rangers girl.
I mean, it's in the theme song.
Yeah, theme song alone.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Chip, 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 Chippendale.
Rescue
Rangers.
Chippendale, when
They
there's
also
danger.
have the
All
Feel the
right.
Fizz, Coca-Cola.
Was that the Jets that did that?
Is it?
The theme song of Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
I thought you were talking about the Coca-Cola jingle,
No.
which is the earworm.
No! The Jets?
Okay, we'll come back to this some other time. But clearly, Chippendale Rescue Rangers is the answer. Thank you for your question. Over here, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Emma from Long Island.
Emma from
and
Long Island.
This is more of a statement of whether or not you agree. There is no purpose for live-action versions of animated movies.
Ooh. Do you agree? Do you agree with the statement?
Yes. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse is already the best superhero movie of all time. We should maybe go the other way with it. That's what I think.
If you want to say there's no purpose to live-action versions of animated movies, you're going to get a strong argument from Will Smith's bank account in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Some of us have to pay off our student loans.
Like Will Smith.
Whoa, he still hasn't paid it off?
Yeah, it's rough.
You went to a terrible college.
It was a school of hard
submit
knocks.
that you're actually asking half of a question, because I think it includes this assumption that almost all of the adaptations we can think of, it assumes that because they're shit, any future adaptations would also be shit. But I submit that the reason they've been crap up till now is because of commerce. And I don't like to cut off anybody's creative path. So if there is somebody out there who feels that they've got a story to tell that involves this story that already exists, and that's their life, and they got to pump it into it, I want them to do it. I just don't want studio executives to make that call.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why.
Yes, I agree.
And that is the Savage Challenge.
I expect all of you to be there when my live-action version of Spirited Away comes out.
Live-action version of Spirited Away. Miyazaki says no. All right, thank you for your question. Whoops. Don't worry about
Morgan
that.
from Boston.
Hey, Morgan from Boston.
Kind of piggybacking off of Adam from New Jersey's question, who is the villain that you are like, they kind of had a point?
I would argue that Agrabah is run very poorly. Listen, Jafar goes about it all wrong. But there is room for change in Agrabah. It's probably a better way to go about it, but there is room for change in Agrabah. I'm just saying things could probably be better there.
Honestly, I feel like Bane talked a lot of good sense about economics. Look, there were some Baney bros that gave him a bad name, but
I mean, he clearly was at Occupy Wall Street. Baney bros.
No, it's Killmonger.
Killmonger, of course.
Killmonger. He's the hero of Black Panther. He's right the entire time.
Listen.
Sorry, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy is trying to save the planet. She's trying to get rid of us, and I'm okay with that.
Okay, all right. I hope you...
I guess that also then includes Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
Hot take.
I heard the emotion.
You know, Thanos wasn't as aggressive of a gardener as Poison Ivy was.
But that guy loved making stew. Loved making stew. Oh, he would just make stew for hours.
Are we just talking about a Greek guy named Thanos in this one?
Wait, who are you talking about?
I am sorry to say that we have time for one last question.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry. Everyone go back to your seats. I had to have Michael McDonald in my head do this. Okay.
Wow, no pressure.
Yeah, no, it's no pressure. What's your name?
This. I believe in
I'm
you.
Haley from New Jersey.
Haley from New Jersey. And what's your question?
Yeah. Woo. What is the most underrated Avatar element?
Oh, are you talking about the movie?
No, like the TV show.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Oh, not The Last Airbender.
No, The Last Airbender. Yes, not the...
No!
Not the movie The Last Airbender.
No, not the movie The Last Airbender. Oh, not the movie The Last Airbender.
I prefer the penultimate Airbender, if we're being honest.
I like the third to last Airbender.
Yeah. The anti-penultimate Airbender.
Can you repeat your question, please?
So, from the Avatar The Last Airbender universe, what is the most underrated element?
The one that's clearly the most powerful is Earth. Like, Earth is devastating. You can move the ground. Water, if there is no water around, you're boned, right? Like, air is pretty good if you want a blowout. I'm saying that ground, it's everywhere. We're standing on it right now. Look below you. And under your seats, there's a little dirt for everyone.
Man, Oprah's budget has gone downhill.
You get some mud, and you get some mud. Where are you going? Come back.
So dirt.
There's dirt for everyone outside, so I'm going to have to wrap it up. So everybody, give a round of applause for our panelists over here, please. Dan Telfer, Dani Fernandez, Travis McElroy, Josh Gondelman, Amber Ruffin, Adam Savage.